Alright, so this video is on Katie Cahill. This woman was harassed by a lot of the same people that were harassing me, just not on the same level. She's the one who started a Facebook group. She actually started several of them over Natalie. So she's familiar with people like Kara Miles, aka Kara Johnson. See, they wanted to be a part of Katie's group, so Katie let them in. They wanted to be admins, so Katie let them be admins. And then they kicked Katie out of her own group. Now, she was sticking up for me on the internet. But she was also making claims that were not true. She doesn't like the fact that I say that. I get that. I do. She doesn't like the fact that I bashed her name worldwide. I didn't call her a child molester, did I? I didn't call her a murderer, did I? I didn't call her a drug addict. I didn't call her a whore. Basically, with Katie, she was going to do something and was going to do something, was going to do something. Just never got around to it. Just never had the time. And that's what pissed me off. All these people that could have helped but couldn't make the time. When Natalie wanted me to go to Denver to see her, I made the time. When Natalie wanted me to go to Virginia where she was going to kill herself, I made the time. I made time for Graham. I made time for Tabby. I made time for Brandon Jepson. I made time for Sam Wilkins. I made time for Amanda Engeline. I made time for Lana Engeline. I made time for Jerry Sparks. I made the time. You can't keep your word in a timely and efficient manner because you're too busy. Are you sure about that? An innocent man is being threatened, harassed, intimidated, assaulted, having his name slandered worldwide, and then you want to complain that it happened to you. Not even close. You didn't keep your word. And then you want to get mad at me because I say publicly that you didn't keep your word. I didn't want to go to public. I wanted to go to the fucking courthouse. Dumbass. I needed money. I had $600 coming in for disability. $705, I'm sorry. And all of that money was eaten up by the courts because people wouldn't listen. They refused to listen. They refused to do a goddamn thing about it except argue on Facebook. All of the people that I spoke out about on Facebook, all of them had ample opportunity to talk to me one-on-one and to actually do something about their word. If you give me your word yesterday and I'm still waiting today, that's acceptable to me. A couple of days ain't no biggie. A couple of weeks is something major, though. A couple of months is something huge. Pierre could have made a statement. He claimed he was gonna. He wanted to know which officer to have him give that report to. How the fuck should I know? The police won't take my report. Why the fuck would they take yours? If I don't have a police officer who's willing to take my report, how am I going to tell you which officer to make a report to? And then there's Alyssa Rainwater. The things that she had to say about Amanda Jonas and the things that Amanda Jonas had to say were not the same, which means that Amanda Jonas was lying or Alyssa Rainwater was lying. Now, since I know for a fact that Amanda Jonas is a liar and she lied repeatedly, well, I'm leaning real heavily towards Amanda Jonas being the goddamn liar. Why? History. My history with Amanda Jonas is her lying to me repeatedly. Fuck you, Amanda Jonas. You're a pig. People like you are the reason that good cops are getting shot. The only positive thing about people getting so frustrated that they're going out and shooting cops is that some of those cops are bad cops. Most of them are, actually. It's a bullies club. Some people are just mean people. Some people will find somebody who's autistic and can't speak. It's called immotile. And they'll beat up that person who can't speak because they can get away with it. That person can't tell on them. With Shannon Alvarado's daughter, she's pretty fucking violent. But all of the marks that she ended up with while I was there were self-inflicted. She does this head bobbing thing. She gets to dancing, and when she does that, she has perfect rhythm. But she's also not paying attention to her surroundings. She smacked her corner of her eyebrow on the stairs. Does that make Shannon Alvarado a bad mother? No, not even close. Katie Cahill made some promises she didn't keep. Same with Shannon Alvarado. Same with my sister, Tara Hicks. Same thing with my mother, Angela K. Wade. Same thing with Rick McCormick. Same thing with the police in Colorado. Police in Nebraska. Every time I tried to tell on the police to the courts, I got shut up, hushed out, beaten, assaulted, threatened. Every time. I didn't need people arguing on Facebook. I needed people to take screenshots of all of this shit on Facebook and do exactly what it is that the Bollingers were doing. Except the Bollingers, their fucking web cronies, didn't take 6 goddamn months. Didn't take a whole fucking year. Didn't brush me off for 2 fucking years. 2.5 years in some cases. This has been going on since October of 2016.